Hello, this is Big Al, and welcome to another card opening video. Before I get started, I'd just like to mention that if you are a regular viewer of my channel, you've probably noticed that I haven't posted anything for a few weeks. I think it's been about 3 weeks or so now since I posted anything. But it's basically just because I haven't really seen anything in the stores that has interested me to open, to be honest. I haven't really had any videos to post. And plus, in there, I took a trip to Florida, spent some time with my parents, and actually, the trip to Florida leads me to this video because we are going to go back in time today. And when I was in Florida, I uh, went to a card shop down there that my mom knew about that was nearby, and we went there and it had lots of great stuff to look through. Lots of rookie card boxes, this boxes to look through. They also had a section of like old wax boxes, and that leads us to what I have here. What I'm going to open today is 1991 Topps Stadium Club Baseball, and this is the premier edition of Stadium Club. And this caught my eye because I've been looking forward to Stadium Club 2022, and apparently it keeps getting delayed. But Stadium Club is always one of my favorite sets of the year. And like I said, I've been looking forward to it coming out this year, and it just hasn't come out yet. So when I saw this, I thought, that would be a great thing to open the very first edition of Topps Stadium Club, the premier edition, and it's Series 1. And so I thought I would open this. Uh, the box is not wrapped in plastic. I would have preferred it was wrapped, but it's not like I paid a lot for this box, so I'll let it slide. I've also have some concerns that the glossy cards are going to be stuck together and bricked pretty good. But I did try using the trick of putting the cards in a freezer to see if that helps. So this box has been in the freezer for a little while, and so we'll see what happens. But anyway, as we know, the Stadium Club is known for its photography. You can even see in the first edition, they even were promoting that quite a bit. Produced with Kodak imaging technology, it says. So let's open the box, and here are the 36 packs. And I am probably going to do this video in 2 parts so that it doesn't get too long. So I will take out 18 of the packs, and I'll set the box aside, and we'll do the rest of them in a part 2 of this video. So I'll set the box aside, and we have our 18 packs of part 1. So let's get into it. I'm very excited to see these. There aren't that many great rookie cards, especially in Series 1. From what I could find, the best rookie card in 1991 Stadium Club was Jeff Bagwell, and he was in Series 2. So this is Series 1. There's 300 cards in Series 1. And here we go. Here's the look of the cards. Obviously, the photography is going to be great. There's no border. The photo bleeds to the edge of the card. And we have Terry Mulholland, Junior Ortiz, and these are going to be flipped apparently. Gary Pettis, Luis Salazar, and this looks like some sort of ad card that we'll set aside. Kevin Seitzer, Carlos Baerga, Greg Briley, Lee Smith, he's a Hall of Famer, so I will start a Hall of Fame pile. Jesse Barfield, Rex Hudler, and Fernando Valenzuela. He's not a Hall of Famer, but he's a notable player, so I'll set him aside there too. And one thing to look at, I'll look at the back. Here's the back of the cards. and it shows like one year of stats, and plus his career stats, but also like some more advanced stats, especially for the time. Like it shows the percentage of pitches that he threw versus right-handers and left-handers. But the really cool thing I always liked about the backs of these was it shows their Topps rookie card on the back. So for Fernando, it was a 1981 Topps. So they always show the rookie cards on the back of the cards. And I always thought that was really neat. I thought that was a really nice touch, I thought. So there's Eric Hansen, and one good thing here is the cards do not seem to be sticking. And here's a Brewer, Ron Robinson. Start my Brewer pile. Can't say I remember much about him. So Scott Gereltz, Von Hayes. Here's Oral Hershiser. And Sandy Alomar, Tom Gordon, Harold Reynolds, Kent Anderson, and this is an awesome card. It's Nolan Ryan pitching in a tuxedo. So I know this is one of the cards that the set is known for, Nolan Ryan in the tuxedo. And here's the Nolan Ryan rookie card on the back, but that's a cool card. Obviously, Nolan Ryan is in the Hall of Fame. I'm really glad to pull that one. And that pack ends with Mike Scott. So I really like that Nolan Ryan in the tuxedo card. I'm really glad we got that. And here's Brian Barnes, Kurt Stillwell, John Kruk, Luis Rivera, Mike Scioscia, Matt Williams, Kevin Brown, Jose Gonzalez, Jerome Walton. Here's Barry Bonds. Obviously not in the Hall of Fame, but really he is a Hall of Famer as far as on the field performance. Jeff Huson. And here's Billy Ripken. And the cards do not seem to be sticking, just slightly. So maybe the freezer trick does work. And as I say that, this sticks a little bit. I guess it's hard to know how they would have been without putting them in the freezer, but they seem to be doing okay. We're not too bad being stuck together. Tim Tuffle, Frank Viola, Tino Martinez. Here's a Walt Weiss and Ken Griffey Jr. There's the Griffey card. That's a very nice one. Followed right behind it by George Brett, another Hall of Famer. So Ken Griffey Jr. followed by George Brett. I have a nice little run here. Lance Parrish, Lenny Harris, and Dave Parker as a member of the Brewers. So he adds to my Brewer pile. He was a Brewer for one season in 1990. And there are some people who would make a case for Dave Parker to be in the Hall of Fame. He's fallen short, but he had a really great career, especially at his peak. But he also had some off-field issues that maybe was held against him. But here's Derek Lilliquist. Now we have a little sticking going on here. Mike Bielecki, Mitch Williams, Greg Gagne, Alvaro Espinosa, Dave Henderson, Hector Villanueva, Dave Stieb, Jim Abbott. Whoops, there was a card stuck to Dave Stieb, Joe Oliver, then Jim Abbott, who had missing a hand, but was a great pitcher. Tom Browning, and Greg Briley. Moving along. And you can see how, at the time, I mean, this was like Topps' very first, like, premium set, they would call it. Dale Murphy, many people think should be in the Hall of Fame. Benny Santiago. Charlie O'Brien. I mean, it had this kind of glossy finish, the photography, the design. It was definitely a premium product at the time. And it's still, the set as being the very first one is still fondly remembered. Here's Lee Smith again, Hall of Famer. Jesse Barfield, Rex Hudler, David Segui, Sean Abner, Kenny Rogers, and Frank Tanana. And then that ends with Lee Stevens. So, getting a little bit of sticking now on some of these packs, but they're not like bricked together, which is what I was really afraid of. Even I was almost leery to buy the box because I was afraid they would just be bricked. But here's Eddie Whitson. Here's Dan Plesac with the Brewers, now an MLB Network analyst. Dan Plesac is the Brewers' all-time saves leader, and he'll probably remain that way now for a while since they traded Josh Hader. Greg Harris, Gene Larkin, Cecil Fielder, nice one there. Here's a Hall of Famer, Rickey Henderson, sliding into home plate. Nice action picture there. It shows his iconic rookie card on the back. Bobby Thigpen, Eric Anthony, Ben McDonald, Tom Henke, and Chuck Krem with the Brewers, and a checklist. And I need to take a little bit of time to talk about Chuck Krem. Chuck Krem has fond memories of me growing up because for whatever reason, my mom had kind of, every time he pitched, she thought he did poorly. But at this point, he had a career ERA of 3.22, which isn't super great, but it's not bad either. And so, for whatever reason, every time he pitched, my mom talked about how she expected him to do poorly. So we came up with a nickname for Chuck Krem. He was known in our house as Krim the Crumb. So Chuck Krem is Krim the Crumb in our house. Always will be known as that to me. But probably unwarranted. His career was better than that. But Chuck Krim the Crumb. And here's a Kent Herbeck. And Dan Pasqua, John Franco. Here's a Jay Bell, nice picture diving for the ball. Gino Petrali, Brooke Jacoby, Luis Polonia, Bob Guerin, Mookie Wilson with the Blue Jays there, Daryl Boston, Tom Pagnozzi, and Wally Joyner. And this isn't wanting to open very well. Here's Dwight Gooden. I'm going to put him in the non-Hall of Fame player pile, a notable player pile. Jose Uribe, Don Robinson, Wayne Edwards, Jose Canseco. I'll put him in that pile too. Mike Sims, Mike McFarland, Dana Keeker, Steve Sachs, Julio Franco, who played forever, Bobby Bonilla, and Eric Yelby. So I'll maybe try to go a little faster here through these last few packs of the first half of the box. Here's a nice one. Andres Galarraga, Damon Berryhill, Robbie Thompson. Here's a Spike Owen. And here's Sean Dunston. My friend Wax Packs would like that one. Dwight Smith, Danny Tartable, Tim Belcher. I think there's a, maybe not, Brian Harvey. And here's Chris Bosio with the Brewers. I'm adding to my brewer pile. Dave Rohde and Alan Anderson. Kevin Elster, Scott Fletcher, Ron Karkovice, Greg Jeffries, Jose Rijo, and there's a card stuck to, oh no, I guess there isn't, that is him. Greg Olson. Oh, here's a nice one of Bo Jackson. Look at that nice photo of Bo Jackson tracking a fly ball. He definitely goes in the notable player pile. Juan Gonzalez probably belongs in there too. Doug Drabeck, Randy Myers, and here's a Brewer and Hall of Famer, Paul Molitor. So very excited to get this Paul Molitor. And then as I drop the card, there's his rookie card on the back. And for batters here, it shows like their zones where how they hit in each zone of the strike zone. So that was a little more advanced for cards from the 90s, for early 90s. And Milt Thompson ended that pack. So. This one starts with Dennis Boyd, Oil Can Boyd, with the Expos there. Here's another Hall of Famer, Kirby Puckett. And Ozzie Guillen, Dave West, Delino DeShields, Manny Lee, Sid Fernandez, Ellis Burks. Here's a checklist. Al Newman, Pat Borders, and Omar Vizquel. John Burkett, Jason Grimsley, Dave Valley, Jim Gantner. I know lots of Brewer fans were Jim Gantner fans back then. With Molitor, Yount, and Gantner spending so much time together on the Brewers. Todd Burns, Jay Howell, Craig Biggio is a Hall of Famer. Bill Sampson is another Brewer. Gary Sheffield. Todd Bengzinger, Wade Boggs, another Hall of Famer, and Eric Davis. Got like 5 packs left, so video's getting to be up to 20 minutes. I'll try to get through these. Will Clark, one of the better players of that era. Mariano Duncan, Randy Milligan, Derek May, Greg Litton, Jim Deshaies, Brian Holman, Mark Langston, Mike Harkey, John Marzano, Greg Litton, and another Jim Deshaies in the same pack. We got two 2 Jim Deshaies in the same pack. So that's not great, but and here's Robin Ventura, Bruce Ruffin. I think there's a stuck card here, or 2. Yep. Jay Buhner, Edgar Martinez in the Hall of Fame, Brian Holtzman. Here's another Fernando. Pete Incaviglia, Mark Lemke, Bobby Witt. Here's Dave Stewart in a tuxedo, and Harold Reynolds. So I have 3 packs left in this first half of the box. Thanks for sticking with me on this video. Keith Miller. Oh, one of my favorites, Teddy Higuera. This is one of my favorite Brewers from back in the day. Nice card there of Teddy. People don't realize how good he was. His rookie card is there, 1985 Topps Traded. I'm glad to pull that one. Carney Lansford. Here's Sammy Sosa. It's interesting picture with the hat crooked. Put him in the notable player pile. Kent Anderson. Hey, and we got a second Nolan Ryan in the tuxedo card. So that's cool. Mike Scott, Mike Scioscia, Mark Grace. Another one for wax packs who would like that. Kevin Tapani, Randy Reddy, and Lou Whitaker. So getting down to the end here. Two packs left. Otis Nixon, Mike Fitzgerald, Mike Jeffcoat, Mackie Sasser. Here's another Barry Bonds, Jeff Huson, Billy Ripken, Tino Martinez, Walt Weiss, Darrell Irvine, Steve Avery, and Dante Bichette. And the last pack of the first half of the box, Terry Kennedy, Alex Fernandez, Randy Tomlin, Darren Dalton, Jerry Brown, Lenny Harris, Dave Parker again with the Brewers, Alvaro Espinosa, Dave Henderson, Hector Villanueva, Dave Stieb, and Mike Henneman. So we started to get to some doubles. But that's the end of the first 18 packs. Got some nice Brewers here. Teddy Higuera, Jim Gantner, Krim the Crumb, Dan Plesac, a couple Dave Parkers. Got some notable non-Hall of Famers, Sammy Sosa, Fernando a couple times, Juan Gonzalez. Really nice looking Bo Jackson card. Jose Canseco, Dwight Gooden. And then a nice stack of Hall of Famers, or I guess I put Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame pile. He's not, as we know, but and we got this really cool Nolan Ryan in a tuxedo card. Two of them, Edgar Martinez, Wade Boggs, Biggio, Puckett, Molitor, Ricky Henderson, Lee Smith a couple times, George Brett, great looking Ken Griffey Jr., and Bonds again, Nolan Ryan, and Lee Smith. So that's the first half of the box. So stay tuned for part 2, and look for that coming up soon. But let me know what you think of Stadium Club in general, and this inaugural 1991 set in particular. What are your favorite cards? leave me a comment on what you think. I look forward to reading them. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please like the video and also subscribe to my channel. And I would like to mention that in my little hiatus here, I have gone over 200 subscribers. I was at 209 last I looked the other day. And I mean, really, I don't have anything planned to celebrate 200 subscribers, really, other than to just say thank you to everyone who has subscribed. I'm just blown away that many people have subscribed to the channel and given me that support. It really means a lot to everyone who's done that. But until next time, for now, that's it. Look out for part 2 coming soon. And until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye.